What's up, my brothers and sisters of the internet? It's Alex. Today I want to go over my top 5 reasons to ride a motorcycle. I just woke up and I'm about halfway through my coffee, so right now I'm a little bit woo, but just ride along with me, okay? Another note, it is New Year's Eve right now, so Happy New Year's to all you guys, all my brothers and sisters on this channel that watch me all the time. I love you guys. Happy New Year's. Also, if any of you guys are into filming at all, then this little thing that I'm using, borderline miraculous. This little hashtag not sponsored at all. They didn't pay me to say that. Feel like they should. I use this thing all the time. Anyway, so moving on, getting into it. Top 5 reasons to ride a motorcycle. These are just my opinion. These are the top 5 things that I find about motorcycles. It's awesome. Top 5 reasons that I think to ride a motorcycle, okay? Counting down. Number 5, they get great fuel economy. Or to all my homies here in the US, gas mileage. So even motorcycles that get what's considered bad motorcycle fuel economy or bad motorcycle gas mileage get better gas mileage than the average car. In the motorcycle world, for all the motorcycles I deal with and all the ones I've ever had, 30 miles to the gallon is considered fairly crappy motorcycle gas mileage, okay? In most cars, at least here in the US that I deal with, 30 miles per gallon is pretty good gas mileage. I've had stuff that got better, but you know, you start getting into hybrids and all that kind of stuff, you know, you can get better than that. But generally speaking, 30 miles per gallon is pretty decent gas mileage on a car. It's really bad gas mileage on a bike. Most of the bikes that I've had have got more like 40, 50, almost 60 miles to the gallon, depending on how big the bike was and how much of an ass I was riding like, okay? So that's number 5, motorcycle gas mileage. They get awesome gas mileage. I actually bought my first motorcycle years ago because the gas crisis was on in the US, gas was $5 a gallon back home, and I was getting eaten to death driving my truck every day. So that's the only reason I bought my first motorcycle, and I was hooked from there, okay? So motorcycle gas mileage, awesome reason to buy a motorcycle. They get awesome freaking gas mileage, okay? Number 4, they tend to be cheaper than cars. They are a less expensive alternative mode of transportation, which is another reason that I bought my motorcycle back in the day. You can get a really, really nice motorcycle that's going to be reliable for a long time for $4,000 or $5,000 or less. If you go used, you could get a nice motorcycle for $2,500, $3,000 that's going to have decent miles on it. It's going to last you for a long time, okay? Cars, not so much. You buy a $2,000, $2,500 car, it might be reliable for a little while, but you're usually going to get one with a lot of miles on it, and you're going to be kind of on a time bomb, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've bought $2,500 cars before, and I've nursed them along for years, but I've had to wrench on them a lot. You know, you get brand new motorcycles. Your average brand new motorcycle for a nice motorcycle is anywhere from like, you know, $8,000 to $20,000. A brand new car for a half-ass okay car, usually you're going to start at $20,000 and go up from there. So motorcycles, to buy one, is less expensive than a car. That's another great reason to have a motorcycle. These are all like the practical reasons to have a motorcycle. But so reason number 4, they just tend to be cheaper than cars, and you could get a way nicer motorcycle with less miles on it for way cheaper than you can get a half-ass car. They're cheaper. Reason number 3, they're fun. Motorcycles are fun. Motorcycles are fast. Motorcycles handle really well. If you've never ridden a motorcycle, then you don't understand how much fun it is and how much of an awesome release you get the first time you lay a motorcycle into a really nice corner, a really nice curve. It's so much fun. Even slow motorcycles, what I would consider to be slow motorcycles, like that one, are generally quicker than most average cars. I mean, can you get cars that are quicker than a lot of bikes? Yeah, you can. You're gonna spend a lot of money doing it. But your average motorcycle is way quicker than your average car and just a lot more fun, okay? It's almost impossible to describe until you've done it. It's just that, like I said, that feeling of laying it into a corner, or if you hit like a series of curves back to back, it's a zen moment. It's one of the most awesome feelings you will ever experience. So number 3, motorcycles are just damn fun, okay? Reason number 2, the community. The community surrounding motorcycles is incredible. Once you have a motorcycle, once you ride motorcycles, you are automatically in and accepted into the community of brothers and sisters that ride. And it doesn't matter if you ride sport bikes or dirt bikes or cruisers or Harleys or Hondas or Kawasaki's or Yamahas or Ducatis or BMWs, the list goes on forever. It doesn't matter. Once you own a motorcycle and you ride motorcycles, you belong to the motorcycle community. I've never seen a community that's willing to help each other so much as the motorcycle community is, and that's why I built this channel. I built this channel and I make these videos so I can help build and foster and inspire and support the motorcycle community. That's why I'm always asking you guys to comment and talk to each other and talk to me, and I answer every single one of your comments because I want to build and support that community. I've seen dozens of times where a motorcycle rider is broken down on the side of the road and 2 or 3 other bikes stop to see if they can help them fix it. You never see that with average car drivers. No way. And I mean, I have cars. It's not like I'm hating on like cars or, you know, this big evil thing. I have cars. They're a necessary evil. Cage. But motorcycle riders are willing to help each other. They're willing to support each other. You know, big group rides are awesome. The feeling of community and family and friendship that you can get belonging to the motorcycle community and the motorcycle world is just incredible, and there's no substitute for that whatsoever outside of your actual family. So reason number 2 to ride a motorcycle, the community. It's freaking incredible. Last but not least, reason number 1 to ride a motorcycle, freedom! The freedom, the absolute sense of freedom that you get when you're riding a motorcycle is second to none, I don't think. I mean, you know, I don't jump out of a lot of airplanes, maybe that comes pretty close too, but riding a motorcycle is such a release and such a sense of freedom, and a lot of people use it, like myself, use it like a therapy almost, you know? If you're having a bad day, if you got some bad things going on in your life, you know, you can go ride your motorcycle, and just the open air, unfettered sense of freedom and release that you get, it just helps take so much weight off my chest and off my shoulders sometimes. And there's even been people that use a motorcycle ride or a big motorcycle trip to help them heal and get over massive tragic events in their lives. My favorite drummer on the entire planet and one of my favorite authors, Neil Peart from Rush, actually took a motorcycle trip and wrote a book about it after he lost his wife and his daughter in a very short amount of time. And he just, one morning, he just got on his BMW and left from his house in Canada, and he just went riding for like a year to a year and a half all over the place. And he wrote a book about it, and that was his way of trying to heal and get past the tragedies of losing both of those people in his life. So motorcycling is such a therapy and such a sense of freedom that I couldn't replace in my life. I bought my first motorcycle for gas mileage. I bought my second motorcycle because I loved it, and I've bought every motorcycle since then because motorcycling is now a part of me. It doesn't matter what happens. Motorcycling has become a part of who I am. It's my lifestyle, it's my fun, it's my freedom. Most days it's my transportation. Motorcycling has become a part of me, and the freedom that you get from it I don't think is replaceable. It's just not. I could not imagine not having a bike. If I went into financial ruin tomorrow and I had to sell off every bike I've got, I would find a way to scrape together enough to buy some junker motorcycle that I could hold on to. And it's just because it's just become a part of me. I could not imagine not having a motorcycle. And I mean, to the fact that motorcycles can be dangerous, at this point motorcycling has given me so much, and I love motorcycling so much that I would, this is going to be a little bit on the weird side, I would rather die on a motorcycle than have never ridden a motorcycle, okay? That's all I got for you today. That's my top 5 reasons to ride a motorcycle. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm Alex. Peace.